I'm gonna go places this year. This year we're balling. This year we are balling. We're on the move. Be more open to relationships generally. Um, be more open to meeting new people.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Now what you think? And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care
Okay,
that I
so
could fly.
in late December 2021, I got the joyous news that I'd gotten a scholarship to the African Leadership University in Rwanda. So January started with a happy note for me because I'd gotten a scholarship to like the school of my dreams, and I was, super, super. I remember being super happy. And yeah, so I had to start processing the documents I'd need to travel. Um, I didn't have a passport at that time. I didn't have a birth certificate. I didn't have a certificate of origin. For Nigerians, all these are documents. For non-Nigerians, rather, all these are documents that basically you need. They are like identification documents in a sense. So I had to get all of those. So January, I was still working at a couple of places, so I had some money coming in. I paid for my birth certificate and I had that done. And then I also had to um I put some money aside for my passport because I thought getting a passport was going to be easy, but it's Nigeria, so it wasn't. I'd asked around and people told me like it was like 40, 50,000 naira to get a passport. So I started putting money aside towards that. And I also started processing my certificate of origin. So basically, in certificate of origin, you have to prove show proof of where you're from, like your local government, your family and stuff. And I was supposed to get certificate of origin from my paternal family, so like from my father's side of the family. And I've not met my I don't know who my father is. So I grew up with my mom. And so that was a bit difficult because it's something that, you can go to maybe your father's side of the family or, to help you with that. But I didn't know anyone from my father's side of my family. And so I went to my local government and I was told to come with a letter from an uncle or from a village head or something. And that would have been too difficult, or that would have entailed me starting to trace my roots and, all those things. And honestly, I wasn't emotionally ready for that. Another person was willing to like vouch for me, stuff like that, for me to get the documents. And so I got the documents. And then February, March was me trying to get my passport to travel. Getting a passport is tough, guys. During that time, there was the rumors about passport slip finishing, something like that. The passport page is finishing, and so the price increased. I was originally told 40, 50,000 naira, but it increased to like 70, 80,000 naira. And so I had put some money aside, and then I had some money in savings. So I just added all that together and I paid for the passport. And I remember being so frustrated almost every night because there was bills upon bills upon bills that I had to pay. Either a document, the price is inflated, or something just came up. I remember trying to get a police report. And normally the police report, my friend said she did hers for like 5,000, 7,000 naira. Or more. I went to the police station and the woman told me 50,000 naira. And the money was just piling up and I was so tired. Also, I had to like notarize my documents, my school documents, so my WAEC, my transcripts and stuff. I had to notarize them. And my friend had told me that she notarized hers for 10K, 10,000 naira. So I had put aside 10,000 naira. And then when I went to the law firm, the man said that it's 15,000 naira each. So I had three documents to notarize, and that would be like 45,000 naira for the three of them. And I was just frustrated because I was solely footing all these bills. I was paying for it from my pocket, from like my savings and like my salary from my jobs that I had put aside since when I got the scholarship letter in like December. So nobody was sending me money. Nobody was saying, "Oh, you've gotten a scholarship. How can I help? Get this, get that." Nobody was doing that, and I'm not entitled, so I don't blame anybody, and I'm not saying somebody should have done anything. I'm just saying that it was all me, and so I was so frustrated. And so I did that. I got my yellow fever vaccine, which I had to pay to get. I think about 7,000 naira or so. I paid. I just paid for a lot of stuff. And so it finally got around to May. I was supposed to travel May. I was in the May intake, so I was supposed to travel May. And so in the first week of May, I left Calabar for Lagos. So I was supposed to travel from Lagos. Okay, so I got to Lagos and I was staying with a friend at a friend's place. And it wasn't exactly exciting because my friend is always busy. I'm looking at you. My friend is always busy, so I was indoors all day, and I'm not complaining because I'm not particularly a. Mm, I don't mind indoors. Let's just say that I don't mind indoors. So I was indoors all day, and it was calm. And so I think a week before I had to travel, I got news that my friend, I have five very close friends. One of them um got ill. You know, it was like the day of her birthday or the day before her birthday, and then she was hospitalized. And I was like, oh my god, I hope she's okay. And then I got a call that she had passed on. And I remember just feeling numb, like I had no feeling. I don't think I was feeling sad at that moment. I wasn't feeling angry. I was just numb. Like there was no feeling, no emotion at all in my body. For the first 2 days, I was just numb. I didn't cry, I didn't do anything, I was just numb. And then the third day, I just randomly started wailing and shouting. All this time I was in my friend's house in Lagos. I just randomly started shouting and wailing and crying and stuff. And it was bad, but there's no but. It was terrible. And then I just lost will to do like most of the things that I would normally do. And I would just wanted to leave. I think I thought leaving would be like a clean slate for me, some sort of therapy. Um, but yeah, time came and then I left. I left for Rwanda.
À ceux qui n'en ont pas, à ceux qui n'en ont pas. Rosa, Rosa, quand on fout le bordel, tu nettoies. Et toi, Albert, quand on trinque, tu ramasses les verres. Céline, Bataire,
I arrived to
toi tu
Rwanda
tournes
and I
resto
started
vestiaire.
LU, and
Arlette,
I was happy. I was super excited that I'd finally arrived in the school of my dreams. But then there were some moments that because this my friend that passed on also got admitted into LU, and all my plans was that we'd be together. And so I couldn't help thinking, oh my god, I wish Jay was here. She'd love this. And I remember my first week coming here. I think I subconsciously decided that it wasn't worth it to get to know people anymore. I don't know if you get, not like I was snobbish, but I wasn't. I didn't have the energy for people. I didn't have the energy to socialize. So I remember on campus I would just be like all by myself. I didn't even bother talking to people. I didn't bother doing anything. I had two roommates that they were Burundians, I think. Um and it was just a hi hello relationship. Like I really didn't get to know them, to be very honest. And it wasn't their fault. I think most of it was mine. Because I'll just come back and I would lay on my bed, or I'll come back and I'll be on my laptop, so I think my friend's passing, as like a trauma response, I just like took back, and I just didn't want to get to know people anymore. You know, I remember that there were a few people that would just come around me and talk and stuff. And it's not like I would not talk, I would talk, but I'll just not make that extra effort anymore. So two or three people or four people, if I can remember, came, just got to know me. So May passed, June passed. I was in school, doing school stuff, and then July was my birth month, and I remember it being 17th of July, and my friend Precious John surprised me with a cake, and then she sang, she made this whole deal. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that, but I was grateful for that. And then later that evening, I just took a stroll from where my hostel was. I took a stroll down. I think I got myself cake or ice cream or something like that. But I didn't really, I have this very euphoric feeling once it's my birthday, but that feeling wasn't there. July, August, September, I think August, September is when we closed our first term. We finished our first term, and we were like going into our second term in school. In LU we have this thing called missions. So instead of not careers, but instead of occupations, or maybe what you want to do, studying towards what you want to do, you study towards your mission. So what your mission is, it's kind of like an all encompassing thing of what you want to achieve during your span of life. And I really got thinking about my mission, and what I really wanted to do. I know I love social media. um I love storytelling to the best of my knowledge. And so I really started thinking about my mission, what my mission should be, what do I really love to do, and what should I do? What path basically should my life be taking? And then I settled on storytelling around women. So telling women's story, African women's story in like an authentic way. Because like I said before in my like first video, I found out that stories of women are grossly underrepresented. So if they are told at all, they are not told well, or they are not told from the perspective of the woman, or they are told from a perspective of like, oh, she's weak, or she's dependent, or stuff like that. So I decided to, I said, why don't I tell stories of African women the way they are? I crafted my mission towards that direction. So I got an iPhone 10, because I couldn't afford a camera, still can't afford a camera. So I got an iPhone 10. I'm filming with an iPhone now. And then I got this lovely mic thingy, and I got a tripod stand. So those were my first gear that I got solely for my YouTube. And I started with my first video, then I interviewed my cosmate that was into real estate and stuff, and it was beautiful. I got um I got amazing reviews, people saying, okay, I see what you're doing, I see the vision. But yeah, I think that this is going to grow into something bigger, and I'm super proud of myself for doing this.
Rosa, quand on fout le bordel, tu nettoies. Et toi, Albert, quand on trinque, tu ramasses les verres. Céline, Bataire, toi tu te prends des vestes.
I have big plans for 2023. I have amazing plans for it. I'm not going to say 2020 is my year. Um, but I'm really hoping it is. And I believe, I'm not even hoping. I believe that I'm gonna go places this year. This year we're balling. This year we are balling. We're on the move. You know, I plan on traveling a lot this year. I've not traveled. I love traveling, but I've not traveled um as much as I'd like to. So I plan on exploring um other African countries this year. Um and hearing stories from other amazing women in different contexts and hopefully interviewing them for this channel. And I think generally I just want to be happy. Not 2023. I want to prioritize myself, my mental health, my happiness, as a whole.
You never thought you'd ever papas. Which kind of money we never see before. Cause tell of me got me feeling I'm the one. Ajay. Can never take my cake away. Ajay. You can't count my grace. Broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind. No one hear what they want. Telling me good enough, man. Everybody let's go. But see they
Started my college education 2022, and I'm super grateful for that. And I'm super grateful for the laptop because I've been able to do more things with it, learn more. So super grateful for it. I'm also grateful for my phone. This may not seem like much, but this phone has for one helped me to start my YouTube channel. So I'm super grateful for the 130 of you that are watching me and are not tired of seeing my face. Thank you so much. It may seem like a little, but if I held an event or if I held a conference and 130 people showed up to that conference, they were all looking at me, I'd be amazed. I'd be super proud. So thank you for all 130 of you for subscribing and viewing and being here. Also super grateful for my health, both my mental health and my physical health. I'm grateful for my career journey so far. I'm grateful for me. I'm grateful for you. Whether I call it a prophecy, whether I call it manifesting, whatever you call it, just know that in 2023, Covenant Susa is going to be balling.
Céline, batteur. Toi tu te prends des vestes au vestiaire. Arlette, arrête.
Thank you so much for staying through to the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It will take less than 2 seconds to just click on that red subscribe button. Bye, guys.
Now what you think? And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care that I could fly. So I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed. I saw them standing right there.